Almost 9 a.m. right now. I got up at 7, played tennis with my dad for like half an hour, came home, showered, ate breakfast, and now we're here. I've got 7 merchant fulfilled orders to pack, no eBay orders. I don't really want to pack them right now, but I scheduled to pick up, so I'm going to get those out. And it's always good to get orders out early, especially if you're shipping on a Saturday, since people usually don't expect orders to ship on a Saturday. So let's go do that. Sold 6 video games and then 1 grocery item. That grocery item is the item from How to Run a Tactical Arbitrage Search and Opening Up Online Arbitrage. Those 2 videos, you'll probably see that at the top right of the screen. You'll see a little eye. Click on that if you want to watch those videos. And then I'm going to be packing those up now. So the 6 video games, I'm going to pack them, just bubble mailers. I like to use the bulk shipping tool, so because these are all Xbox One copies, they're all the same game. I'm going to pack these 3 first and then set the PS4 ones to the side for after, so I don't accidentally send a PS4 copy to someone who bought an Xbox One copy. Always do an extra check, make sure there's no damage to the plastic. I know one of these has like 3 cuts on the top. I'm not going to sell that one as brand new. I just don't feel like I don't think that's the best customer experience. I don't want to risk getting a negative feedback for something like that. I could just list it as used like new or put it on Facebook Marketplace. Probably going to do that because honestly I might make more money selling these on Facebook Marketplace. So I might just switch over, but I haven't got to listing them yet. I've just been letting them sell through on Amazon if people want to buy them. If you're wondering if this is strong enough to protect the video games, it definitely is. I've sold, I don't even know how many video games I've sold. But in the last 3 years, this is always how I've packed video games, and I've had 0 complaints. I've had returns, but mainly just because people didn't want the game. I got an error for one of the Xbox One labels, so I'm going to move over to the PS4 copies right now. I hate when that happens. So now that corner is just screwed. Now, I hate putting tape on these envelopes because it just does not look good. These are done. Now I've got sold a Switch game for $40. I paid $23. Same thing from that Target buy 2 get 1 free sale. I've got like, I don't know, at least 6 more, or at least 4. Same thing though. Just use one of these bubble mailers. These are 6x9 bubble mailers if you want to buy them. I usually buy them on eBay. I bought 250 for like $30 and it took like a month to show up, but super cheap. I'm gonna move on to the last order, which is the grocery item. It's a 4-ounce bottle of seasoning, and I probably could just ship it in this bubble mailer, but I think I'm gonna use a box because it's gonna be the same weight anyways, and a box is only gonna cost like, I don't know, maybe 30 cents more because I'm paying for a box instead of an envelope, but provides a way better experience for the customer and less likely to get crushed or damaged in the mail. I bought like 100 of these 6x6x4 boxes from Uline like a year ago. There's a $1 price difference if I use a box versus using a bubble mailer, so I shouldn't have sealed this box up because now I'm gonna have to open it up and use an envelope. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this up, bubble wrap it, and then put it in an envelope. So now instead of 9 ounces, it weighs 6 ounces and it's gonna cost $3.67 instead of $4.46, so pretty big difference. That's why I always like to keep a few different options on me. If I need a box, I can use a box, but if I need something cheaper, I can use an envelope. And I did bubble wrap it like this, and then I'm gonna put it in the envelope just so it stays shut and it's a little more protected if it gets like thrown under something heavy. This is definitely not as good as a box. It was also really tight. And I mean, if I got this, I probably wouldn't care. I'd probably just open it up and be like, yeah, I got my stuff and it's fine, but a box would be nicer. I'd like a box better, but when it's saving me $1, probably gonna go with the envelope. So it's like 3:30 right now. I was looking at the Inventory Lab profit and loss report for this month, and I was just comparing it to some of my previous months, and I was just really thinking about overall if the way I'm running this business right now is the way I should be running it. And I'm just not feeling it because I was looking at it and it was like, I'm at like $11,200 revenue so far this month, and I made like $1,600 on that. $1,600 profit on almost $12,000 in sales. This same month, a year ago, I did like $7,200 in sales and I made more than $2,000. Crazy, but at the same time, it's not like I can exactly do that anymore because I just can't source in stores right now. It's just not possible for me. So I really got to think about this because I feel like I'm just putting in too much time and not getting the right amount of, like, I should be making more money for the time I'm putting in. Even if I'm not spending a whole like 40 hours a week, I feel like I still should be making more than like $1,600 a month on this, and even as a side hustle. But if I want to be hitting my goals, I need to be making way more, and thinking about how much more I need to do is just crazy. Like, is that even? I have like $15,000 invested in Amazon inventory. I have $3,000 in shoes, and that's just, I don't know how long it's gonna take to sell, but I'm probably not gonna see that $3,000 for at least a couple months. I'm gonna guess at least a couple months. Hopefully I make some good money on that, because after putting $3,000 in, I mean, if I put $3,000 into Amazon inventory, I'd probably make $800. Am I gonna make $800 on these shoes? That means I need to make like $100 per pair since I have like 9 pairs. So I don't know. We'll see about that. If things are looking good, I'll let you guys know. But right now, I really need to get cash flow up. I feel like my cash flow is terrible. I'm just putting more money into this business. I'm not really seeing anything coming out. And I get that that's part of running a business. That's how I've run this business for years. I mean, I put so much money in, and even if it's not looking like anything's coming out, it's more of like a compounding effect. So there's always stuff that always sits for a while, and then I get that money back later, and that's overall bringing in profit. So the only time I really saw like a rise in just unspent cash was when I wasn't sourcing. So for a solid like 5 months this year, I wasn't really buying inventory, and I reached like my peak amount of money I've ever had in my bank account, and it was great, but I just wasn't making more money on it. So it's better to put it into inventory, and I just feel like the cash flow is just not there. So what I'm gonna try to do now is do some Facebook Marketplace flips. I've got some video games that I think I could sell. Like, honestly, I could probably sell all of them this weekend and make more money than I'm making on Amazon. I could probably make $10, maybe even $15, $20 per copy. And when that's 9 copies, that's like $120. That is solid money. So I'm gonna try to move a ton of stuff Facebook Marketplace, see if that's possible. And yeah, maybe I'll make some significant cash. Who knows? Yeah, 28 items that I bought from Target, and I was merchant fulfilling them like all through the last 2 months. I've done like 3K revenue on it in the last I think I've only been selling it for 2 months. So I've done like almost 3K revenue on that one item alone in the last 2 months. And the manufacturer just got back on. They would get back on in between, but they'd sell out really quick at $20, and I was selling it for like $40 to $42. So now I think if I sell them merchant fulfilled, or if I sell them on Facebook Marketplace, I can make like a pretty similar amount of money. If I'm selling them for like $26, I'm making like the same amount of money. And the reason I think that might work is because the manufacturer, let me just check to make sure, but I don't think they're going to be in stock for a while. Yeah, they're not going to be in stock until July 2nd, which gives me, that's almost a week. That's until next Thursday. Right now it's Saturday. So I think I might be able to move a few copies. Even $25, I'd be happy with that because it's cash. 28 times 25, that's big money. Isn't that more than 1,000? That's $700 cash, no fees. That's great, even if I'm making slightly less than Amazon. So I'm going to go put some stuff up Facebook Marketplace, try to get this cash flow up. So it's 7:10 right now. I put in half an hour putting stuff up on Facebook Marketplace, and I responded to one message from like a month ago that some reason didn't get responded to, and they still wanted the item. So they said, where can I pick it up? So I sent the address, and then they were like, they can't come right now. So I haven't sold it yet, but I feel like that might sell soon, and she's still interested, so that's good. I've had that item for at least 2 years now, so getting that, I mean, it's only a $5 item, but $5 is $5, and $5 cash is great. And I got a message on one other item that's listed for $20. We'll see what happens with that. They haven't responded. They asked if I have it. I said yes, and they haven't responded after that. So we'll see what happens. Most of the messages you get on Facebook Marketplace aren't necessarily going to be people who actually end up buying your item, but, you know, there's a lot of potential. So if you're not using Facebook Marketplace, I highly recommend it because it's so easy to use and there's no fees. So that is great. 7-Eleven right now. After I did that, I spent some time watching YouTube videos, did a workout, showered, and now we're here. So I'm about to eat dinner, and then, I'm going to sit down to edit this video. So if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do that so you don't miss tomorrow's upload. Make sure you like this video to keep the channel growing, and if you want more daily content from me, make sure you hit up my Instagram at Sanjay Suresh TMS. And until tomorrow's video, bye guys.